What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Today we have a unique EDC flashlight with a couple unique features. For example, you can change the color temperature of the light. I think you can see that in your screen here. It's kind of cool. Just by pushing a button, you can change the color temperature. Plus, there's other couple cool features that we're going to go over here in just a second. The model number is the NITECORE EDC09, and let's get right into it. Typically, we start Lumens and Candela, but because this light has the ability to change the color temperature, I'm going to start there. So you have three different modes. You have a cool white, you have a neutral white, and you have a warm light. Now, different companies will typically make different color lights for different reasons. Certain people like different color lights as well. And there's definitely advantages and disadvantages to different color temperatures as well. But I think it's kind of cool how you can easily change those the color temperature just by pushing a different button. It's something you don't see often in EDC lights. The lumens and candela. So peak lumens, 1600 lumens, peak candela, just under 6000 candela, and then your peak runtime on low is going to be 13 hours. Peak runtime on ultra low is 250 hours, which is a ton. But did you know the different color temperatures will produce different lumens and different performance? Did you know that? I bet you didn't. So for example, if you compare the cool white to the neutral white is 150 lumens less than the cool white. If you, the warm light, for example, is 550 lumens less than the cool light. I found that fascinating. I don't know why, maybe I'm just a flashlight nerd or something like that. Anyway, let's go step outside and do the beam comparison now, because with the different brightness settings and the different color temperatures, I think a lot of people really want to see this beam. So we're gonna go do that now. I'm gonna show you the different color temperatures and the different brightnesses. And then I'm also going to show you the light compared to some other lights so you can see if this is the correct light for you. All right, got a new iPhone 17. Let's see how it picks up this light. This is cool warm on low, then medium, then high. Car coming. Okay. And then let's switch the color. Switch again. Oh, how different, huh? I don't know how the rain's going to affect it too. Huh. All right, this is the EDC17. Low, medium, high. That beam's pretty good. This is the EDC25, another flat flashlight. A little brighter, a little different use. Smaller EDC23 from Nitecore. Light that I still carry. Light that I carry all the time still. Now our competitor, Surefire Wedge, the larger of the two wedges. This is the smaller Wedge XT. This one is a bit apples and oranges. It's the Surefire Stiletto Pro 2. It's a much, much bigger light. But I just want to show you different lights and different lumens, different candela. Now, the bottom of the light is magnetic, so you can stick it to something if you need for EDC type purposes, the hood of a car or something like that. That is always something useful. Now, I have a little drawer on the side of my desk that I keep all my EDC stuff. So my magazines, my wallet, my spare magazines, my wallet, what else? My Neomag spare mag carriers, the other flashlights, you get it. All that stuff is metal. And every single time I pulled this out of the drawer, something was always stuck to it. Not the end of the world. You can tail cap stand it because of that magnetic base. That magnetic base is flat and it's very easy to tail cap stand it. The controls on the side are very, very simple, easy to use. Didn't even have to read the manual. It's a slide adjustment on the side, and it goes low, medium, high as you slide it further up. Now, if the light is on and you quickly press that M button above it, that's how you scroll through the different color temperature. Again, while the light's on, if you hold the M button, that's going to be a flash. Now this flash is not intended to be a strobe. It's a slower flash. That's for signaling, getting somebody's attention, something like that. Now the ultra low that I mentioned earlier, when the light is off, you hold that M button and you flip the lever up. When you do that, that's how you get to that ultra low setting that has the crazy 250 hour battery life or whatever. On the front of the light, you have a 4 battery indicator, so that shows you when the light's on how much battery life is left, and then when you're charging how much further you have to go when you're charging it up. On the other side, you have an awesome double-sided clip. Double-sided clips have a lot of advantages. For one, you can rock it bezel up or bezel down in your pocket, however you want. My favorite one is you can always put them on a hat and in a pinch, or even, this light's not very heavy, you can just use this as a headlamp quite a bit. It's not too heavy to get tired. Now, another feature on this light that's really cool, the head pivots 102 degrees. So it's cool if you have it on the magnetic base or on the hat or in the pocket with the clip, whatever, you have the magnetic base. So one of the things I did, I stuck it in my pocket when I was going for a walk early in the morning when it was dark. Put it in my pocket, I put it on low, and I just walked around and made sure, you know, people could see me if anyone was driving or anything. But when I put it on a hat, I like to have the light on top of the hat. I don't like to have the light under the hat. And when you do that, the cantable head adjustment only cants up, it doesn't cant down. I figured it would be a lot more useful to have the light canted down. So you can just put the light under the hat, and it's not a big deal, not the end of the world. But when you do that, and don't have the lanyard on the light if you're gonna use it as a headlamp a lot, when you do that, now the light is in your way, it's in your peripheral vision. To slide it all the way back, it hits you in the head, so it's not ideal. I don't know how many of you are gonna care about this. I think it's cool to have the cantable head and use it as a headlamp in a pinch. Definitely nice that you can cant it down. That's a lot more useful than having the light shine straight out. But anyway, just wanted to point that out, a minor annoyance. On the side next to the controls is the USB-C. Comes with the USB-C cable to recharge, which is good. It comes with this lanyard. Lanyards on lights have grown on me. It's very easy to take it in and out of the pocket and kind of just hold it. And now it also comes with this diffuser. Not many lights come with diffusers. That's kind of cool. A diffuser, think of it as just, it diffuses the light. So the light's not going to be as harsh coming out. It's not going to be as focused. It's great if you want just a signaling light or something that's umbrella light and you don't want the light really hot or focused anywhere. Diffuser is good for all of those things. All right, up here on the screen, you see the dimensions and the weight. It's a small, lightweight EDC flashlight. I apologize, I don't have the price. I forgot to ask Nitecore. I'm making this video a week before the light comes out. I've had this thing for a couple months. I've had it for a long time, and I forgot to ask them the price. Knowing Nitecore, it's gonna be very high on value. They don't put out like an EDC light that costs $300 or $400. They always bring the value. As far as testing, the first thing I did when I got it in was charge the light up. The manual says to do so, and I'm a good little boy. I did exactly what the manual said. The next thing I did is I put it on cool white, max high lumens 1600, and I did a runtime test, and it lasted just over 2 hours, which is about what it's rated. And then the recharge test took a little over an hour to recharge the battery from dead. Now I did not do a waterproof test because this is water resistant, not waterproof. So I think, I'm gonna guess if you submerge it quickly, it'll probably fine, but if you drop it in water for like an extended period of time, don't know if it's gonna be okay or not. Besides that, I actually use this light a lot because I've had it for a few months. I went back and forth between this light and then other lights I normally carry, and another NITECORE EDC09 that I just released a review on as well. And I found the pocket clip and the magnetic base and the tilting head all very useful. So I kept it in my pocket for a few weeks. I brought it on vacation with me as well. And now that it gets dark at like 1 in the afternoon, we get to use flashlights a lot more. Of course, I did the hat trick, you know, just playing around with it. Also go and check on the chickens, that type of stuff. Anyway, through all the use of the light, I had no issues, no problems, nothing broke, nothing you need to worry about. The only thing was the hat issue that I pointed out early. Biggest pros for me, being able to change the color temperature. I don't know how often I will actually use that, but I think it's a very cool, unique feature that you don't see very often. I think the controls are very simple. If I can figure out a light without having to read the manual, that's a good thing for me. That M button, the magnetic base, how you can click it to something, not a unique feature. A lot of lights have that, but for an EDC light, that's a very useful. Tail cap stand is great. Ultra low mode I like a lot. Double side clip is dope, and the adjustable head is very useful as well. I don't really have a con. Again, the only thing I would change is I would like the head to adjust the other way, but then the clip is in the way, so I understand why they don't do that. There'd have to be some, maybe lower the clip and have the head tilt down the other way. I don't know how many of you are going to agree and care at all. Overall, it's a good EDC light with a lot of unique features. It is not a tactical self-defense light. If you want a self-defense light, this is not the one for you. If you want an EDC light with the features I just mentioned, it's good to go. Good choice. If this is not the jam for you and you want something different, NITECORE has a ton of different lights with a ton of different features, as well as their dozen or so competitors have a ton of good lights with a lot of features. There's no shortage of good flashlights, and you should be able to figure out exactly the one that works for you. Anyway, thank you to NITECORE. I appreciate their support. Most important, if you think I deserve it, subscribe to the channel. Even if you don't think I deserve it, why don't you subscribe anyway? It doesn't hurt. I appreciate it. It helps me. Santa appreciates it. Be good, stay blessed, stay hydrated.